Now being recorded.
Post is called posts are images. So when you see posts in Adobe Spark, they're actually images. So I'm going to show you how to create your own images, and you're going to be able to download those. Hello. Yeah, Adobe Spark? Yeah, come on in. There's computers in the back if you need one.
Okay, it works with Mac, correct?
What's that?
It works with Mac. I can download it.
Absolutely. Okay. I'm going to show you how to create pages, and I'm going to show you how to create videos. And you're going to see that's very simple to use, and it's very powerful. So here's the deal. Adobe Spark is free. Adobe has said it will continue to make it free. It is housed by Adobe, and there's no space limitation as of today. All right? So just keep that in mind. Any of you who've had experience with Adobe, you know how that works. But here's
But you guys will pay for it after.
Yeah. So the nice thing is when you create your images or your videos, you can download them. So it's not like you have to store them through Adobe Service. That's the beautiful thing. And when you create what are called pages, you're going to be able to embed those. So for those of you that are using Blackboard, you can create pages and embed them right into your course. This is also a great tool for your students to use as well. If you have projects in your class where you need them to get creative on the way that they disseminate information, this is going to be a really nice tool for them to use. You're going to see that when we actually get into Adobe Spark, there's a couple of ways that Adobe wants you to log in. So you can log in with a Facebook account, you can log in with a Google account, or you can create an account. So the word I'm looking for, little known fact here at Syracuse, every single person who has a NetID and a password has a Google account through Syracuse, and it's a free account. So what that means is you're going to use this in your class and you want your students to use it. They don't have to create accounts. They already have a Google account through us that they can use automatically. So it's something to think about. And I'm going to encourage you to log in with your Google account so that you can see how it works through the SU Google account login.
And then will anything saved that be saved in that Google Drive?
It'll be saved through that Google account. That's right. So every time they go in, they'll have to log in with the same account.
Which is the same as their FYR email.
So it'll be their NetID at g.syr.edu. That's their Google account.
At Gmail or G?
At g.syr.edu. Yep. So that's what they say. So I'm giving you the marketing pitch first, right? Free, unlimited space, and you have 3 tools available for you to use. So here's what I want you to think about as we're going through this. If you ever needed the ability to create your own images for your class, if you can't seem to find that perfect image that you want to use, this is a tool that will help you create that image for yourself. If you want to market something, and as far as marketing goes, this is a great tool to use for images. If you want to create interactive videos where you're actually going to be able to put your voice attached to the video as well, this is a great tool to use. And if you want to create they call it a magazine-style layout, this is a great tool to use. And I'm going to show you examples of each of them. Okay, so, by the way, I have documentation. The documentation is very long. It's like 50 pages for each document. The only reason is because each page is like this. It's like the slides, right? So this documentation will be available to you guys tomorrow. I'm going to put it on our website, and you'll be able to download all 3 documents: pages, posts, and videos. Okay? So, having said that, you don't have to memorize anything. The documentation will be available, and I'll send out an email. As long as you have your name on our sign-in sheet, I'll send you an email when it's available and where it is. Okay? Everybody sign in?
Oh, I already did.
Make sure you sign in. Yep. Okay. So, Peggy, if you just want to scroll down a little bit in this presentation. we're talking about Adobe Spark. You want to scroll down a little bit more. There's actually a definition for each one of these. So here we're talking about post pages and videos. And I'm going to show you what each one of these looks like. So post lets you create images. They call them professional graphics. Pages lets you create magazine-style web pages. So scroll down a little bit more. And then videos lets you create animated videos. So simple, you're going to see. And it's free. So very first thing that we're going to create is a post. Okay? So here's what I want you to do. Actually, you know what, let's do it. So let's go to, on your computers, open up a browser. Any browser, your favorite browser that you want to use. Doesn't matter which one. And the website that you're going to go to, or the URL that you're going to go to, is right here, spark.adobe.com. Spark.adobe.com. Let me know if you have any trouble with that. Let's go down. Next slide. So you have a spot that says Get Started Now. Okay, so click on that. And then if you want to try the Google account that I just gave you, you're welcome to do that. You can create an account for yourself in here. So your Google account, it may have even already found you. You're going to say allow. You're going to allow it to use those tools. And then it's your netid at g.syr.edu. Because once you do that, it's going to take you into the Syracuse login for Google, which is pretty nice.
They want our birthday?
Are you creating an account?
No, I didn't.
No. Not even. Oh, yeah. Yep. So you can, it doesn't matter. You can make something up here. I'm not sure why it's asking you for your birthday. Have you used this before? I'm Jeff, by the way.
Christy.
Christy? Nice to meet you. Rachel? Nice to meet you. Are you guys graduate students, undergrad? Grad? Awesome. Nice to have you here. Thanks for coming.
Which program?
Data science?
So for username, we don't do the at.
Correct. Your username, which is your netid. And then your password is the same one you use for MySlice or Blackboard. And then you'll just accept.
Automatically.
And then allow.
And even ask me for
And then you got to put in a birthday. You can make one up.
That's weird. I just got in without it asking for my Gmail account.
Maybe it recognized it already
Because,
to your laptop.
yeah.
You have it remember? No?
Oh, for Orange Eggs.
Somehow it recognized you.
Huh.
I don't know who you are. Okay, so if you want to now.
Yeah. It gives me a warm, comfy feeling.
And then we'll now go into share your screen. And then we'll go into.
Good thing I gave it a fake birthday.
Everybody get in? Let's try again. Well, let's try Google one more time.
It must have done it through Air Orange Eggs. No wonder I keep on getting messages, this is an unsecured network.
Okay. It's back. Okay, so what I have is projects that I've already created. So when you do things, this is where your project, they call them projects, are going to be stored. And you can see that it tells you what it is. Page, post, video, right? So you can remember. Now I want to give you an example of what each of these looks like. So, and then we're going to create some of these, which is why I wanted you to have a computer. So let's look at, we'll look at a post first. And remember you guys, post means images. So don't get that confused. A post is just an image. So Peggy, if you just click right on this image. We're not doing anything, right? No, you're just watching at this point.
Oh.
Sorry, I thought you were going to make sure that's it. Okay, what?
So if you just click right on this image. So this is an image that I made using Adobe Post. And you can see it's very simple, right? You can put text on this image. You can put an image in the background. And Adobe gives you tons of royalty-free images for you to use. And it actually puts in the credits for you automatically. You use one of their images. You're welcome to use your own, but you can use theirs that they give you, and they automatically credit it for you. So that's nice. You don't have to worry about that. You're going to be able to place this text anywhere you want on the screen. And the best thing about using this is when you download this, it downloads it as a JPEG image. So then you can use it for whatever it is that you're doing. So when you create your image, and we're going to do this in just a second, you're going to see that you have all these different options up here to change how the image looks. Right? So simple, very easy. Right? So that's an image. So we'll go back. You can just go back to my project. Let's look at a page. So this is a page that I made just to show you an example. Now it's called a magazine layout page, right? Here's how it works. You scroll down to look at the content. So if you scroll down, you'll see how it just kind of rolls up, and it has the next image. If you keep scrolling down, you can put text in. So you are looking at the information as you're scrolling. You can make it the text as long as you want. And then at the end, keep going. So I'm showing you different, like, you can do one photo in your page. You can do a grid. This is called a photo grid on your page, where you can put in multiple photos. And then you can put in a link to something else at the end, if you want. So you can make a project where you want your students to create something for your class. They can use the page feature, and you can see how there are, I'm trying to show you as many aspects as I could that you have available. So you have this, when you scroll, if you scroll back down, Peggy, the other way, right. So this right here, this is called, Adobe calls this a glide show. So when you place the image there, the image doesn't actually move. The things in front of it move. The image stays there, but kind of glides right over it. So all I did for this is I put text in front of the glide show. Right? If you go down the other way, Peggy. Yep. So once again, glide show is this, and I put text in front of the glide show. So what do you think of pages? You see, can you start visualizing how you might be able to use something like this, maybe for yourself or for your class?
there like page numbers or?
No, so it is what it is,
Okay.
right? Now, you can make it, put a page number in through text
All right.
if you want, so they don't get lost. But this,
I'm just
honestly,
thinking navigating it seems like it's pretty vague if you're not.
but this is what your students are used to.
Oh, they are.
Yeah, this is all of their
Mhm.
social media. This is what it does. This is how it scrolls.
And so,
Am I wrong with that?
All right, so it's all right. Okay. I'm old.
so does this export well to Facebook, to the web?
Yeah, I'll show. You know what? I'll show you. So Peggy, if you go, come on in.
Sorry.
No problem. If you go back to my project. My project. So you're going to see on each one of these, Bruce, see the share?
Oh, yep,
So if you click on share,
that's on the email share.
I'm going to show you. So here, you can share Facebook, Twitter, email, embed, and your link.
What's embed?
Embed will, it gives you code that you can embed into like Blackboard, and all it does is shows you the first image, and then when you click on it, it opens it up in a new tab.
Can you embed it into a PowerPoint?
Well, in the PowerPoint, you'd be better off using the link.
So if you're doing it in a PowerPoint, you do a link. So you could, so in other words, if you wanted an animated PowerPoint, you could put one of these pages in your PowerPoint at
Yeah.
certain
Right.
spots.
So you click on the link, it opens up, and now you have your extra information through pages. That's right. So it's pretty nice. There's a lot of ways for you to share information. All right, last one I'm going to show you. Go back to my project. I'm going to show you what a video looks like. So let's go to this guy here. And this is just giving you an example. So you can say, okay, I'm ready. And let's play the video.
Oh, you don't want
Oh,
to
you're only playing the one page? Sorry. Do a preview. Sorry. It's just playing the one page. Here we go.
I was told that he wouldn't allow me to learn this, so.
These are all images they gave me, Adobe. Even this image. Yeah, even this image. Now what? You can bring in your own video.
Was that from Adobe or that's your video?
This is my video. You have to bring in your own video. Yes. Right.
It's a tricky video to show without context. I know this episode of The Office, but there's a context around it. Yeah.
So watch the last slide. See this? I didn't do this. They did that for me. So when I use their images, they automatically credit it for me. Now with the video is you bring in your own, and you only have 30 seconds to use. So when you bring in the video, it gives you a slider where you determine which part of the video, 30-second wise, you want to bring in. So you could do like one slide, 30 seconds, and then bring in the same video if you want, and do the next set, 30 seconds. So it's only giving you 30-second spans.
So you have an unlimited length on either end, or no?
No, you have unlimited length, right. But when you bring in the actual video, you can't bring in like a 15-minute video. It's 30 seconds.
So you can do 15 minutes, but you have to pause it.
You split it up.
30 seconds.
That's right. That's right. So what do you think of the video? And you download this as an MP4. So now you have your actual video, where you can now use it for other things. So it's not just sitting in Adobe, right? And that's the idea. Once again, your students have access to this and create their own videos. And you saw all I'm using are images. that Adobe gives me. Every one of those images I got from Adobe. So that's what we're going to be working on today.
Is the music is also included?
The music's also included, that's right. So you can see there's music right here.
But you can include your own, right?
Yes, you can include your own music, that's right.
Sorry, Jeff.
So you see how you have a button that says add music? Or look at all these choices you have. I like the relaxed music myself. Alright, so having seen these three now, I'll leave it up to you guys. Which one would you like to start with? We got pages, posts, and videos. Which one do you want to do first? Images? Yes.
Should she allow them to see her email address?
Are you using, what are you using, Google?
Mm-hmm.
Did you put in your @g.syr? Yeah, absolutely. By the way, there's snacks up here, coffee, help yourself, and there's water as well. So if you need something, by all means. You want to do posts first?
No, I was saying post.
Oh, so we don't need to cover posts, you're saying?
This looks like me.
It's just, you know what, let's do posts real quick. And that'll be the shortest one.
Fill their confidence.
Yeah, exactly. To build our confidence. So what you can do is, you probably have your 3 buttons, right? So all you have to do is click on post. Okay. Now the first thing that Adobe wants you to do is to give your image text, right? So meaning, what do you want to say on your image, if anything? So what is this image for? Like you saw on my image, I had Huntington County Phil as an example. So you can put anything you want on here. So if you don't feel like thinking on this, you can just type in there, and you can type in, "Hello darkness, my own friend." John, did you ever get in?
Not quite. I went and got one of the laptops and then I didn't notice that I wasn't wireless connected. I'm catching up. It formats the whole thing.
It does. Starting out, yes. So when you type in your text, then, oh wait, before you hit continue, don't forget about your sizes down here. So it's asking you, what are you sizing this image for? And see how you have different choices? So the one that I use is slide. I use slide most often, like a PowerPoint slide. But you have a whole bunch of choices to choose from. So maybe you're creating an image for your social media to use, right?
Could you make this image as your header on your blackboard?
Yeah, absolutely. You can create a banner. Right. I think banner is the choice. Yeah.
I'm reading the list.
Yeah.
So if you already hit a button before you said wait.
You'll have a choice to change it. I'm going to show you.
He's asking for a friend.
At the top it says resize.
Yeah. So, then click continue.
Yeah, resize and you can scroll down.
Now, what you're going to notice when you click create is Adobe takes liberties and kind of creates something for you starting out, right? Gives you a background and gives you what your text looks like. Did everybody get something different, or does yours look like mine? Okay, so Adobe is giving everybody a different layout. And I can tell you every time you create a post, it's a different layout. But you can change it just by looking at these different themes. Now here's the thing. With these themes, you're not getting the background picture. You're only getting what the text looks like. That's what you got to think about. Because you might be looking at it going, oh, I really like that image, the background image. Yeah, that's right.
How do you change the background?
So you'll see up here, it says background.
Yeah.
So what you're going to be able to do is to change it here, or you can put a photo in as your background. So if you click on upload photo, it'll open up your computer computer, or if you hit cancel, you can click on Find Photos, and you're going to see a whole bunch of photos that Adobe gives you to use. So Peggy, just type in staircase, and just hit enter.
Not having a good computer day.
Look at all those images for staircase. That computer's not working either?
10%.
Alright. There might be a charger on the top there, Pat, for you to use. See it?
Am I close to the power then?
I think you're right, yeah, you're right next to it, on the floor. So what I want you to do, you guys, is I want you to play around with this now, to see what you think. Change the colors, find a photo. If you go to palette, that allows you to change the color scheme of how things look. So you have built-in color scheme. And if you go back to scheme, this is where you change what your text looks like. If you don't like the one that it gave you. So you choose any one of those themes. See what it does? Your text. Isn't that cool? So it's pretty straightforward. If you need to put more text on your image, you can click on text right here, and you can add text. And if you go ahead and do that, Peggy, click on text. You'll notice that, first of all, it kind of gives you side handles here, where you can resize this text, or you can go over here and you can click add text and add something else.
Wow. And if you double click any one of them, you can edit it.
You can edit, that's right.
You were paying attention. It's on me. Meaning we're texting our own thing. It doesn't matter if you can text.
So you can resize these. Yep. Click them and drag. Yep. Then you can, if you place your mouse right in the center, you can click and drag, move it around. See how easy it is to move stuff? So you can really get creative with putting things on this image. You can put things wherever you want. And you can use different shapes for where your image fits in. So you can get really creative. So it's not bad. Now, once you are satisfied with how your image looks, you'll notice that there really the only spot that asked you to save is when you were messing around with the text. It wanted you to save that spot. Otherwise, it's saving for you. When you feel satisfied with it, all you have to do is go to Share right up here. And here's your download. Right there. And there you go. Look at that. Awesome.
About the text and when you're adding images, do grid lines appear? Like, always? Like grid lines? So I get more, like I think when I move this one, only this one appears. Is there any other ones I can get? Like if I add more text, does it also start?
Now, how do you save it?
Sure.
Oh, share.
No.
Okay.
So add text.
And can I,
So when I move, okay.
share, but that publishes it.
Like
Oh,
I want
download, I
those
see.
grid lines would appear to make sure that the letter, I guess the text boxes are aligned with each other.
Oh, I see. Yeah, like PowerPoint does.
Yeah. So it's just the,
Yeah,
okay.
that's correct.
Oh, interesting though, when it downloads as Adobe Spark, then you have to name it.
I think it depends on the browser that you're using. We're using Chrome, so it downloaded right to our download folder.
Yeah, but, okay, but you have to then name it or something, right?
What did it name it for us by default, Peggy?
Adobe Spark.
Oh, okay.
That's JPG.
Yeah, so we would just change the name.
We have like a watermark on
always add that last slide made by Adobe Spark,
Okay.
but you don't have it in images, and you don't have it on pages. You do have it on pages as well.
Everything that's created is visible.
No. So you'll see that there's a spot.
Oh, interesting, when you click on it, it says paid Adobe Cloud members can remove Spark branding.
That's correct. So you'll notice that you
That's
can
a gotcha.
have a paid account through Adobe. But the only spot that I saw the branding was in the video, it was always the last slide. And on pages, it was in the copyright down at the bottom, but you don't have it on images.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, so you can create images and there's no branding. There used to be this big Adobe Spark thing that showed up here, but they took that off. So you'll see that you can say, you can create a public link to the image if you want, but what I like is the fact that you can create your image and then download it and use it for yourself, right? Make it usable. Now you have a nice image.
I see a really good use for the slide deck for title pages. When you started a lecture or something, what a great way to capture something really that you can look at in the PowerPoint.
Right. And then you can upload that image right on your first slide in PowerPoint, make it the size of your slide, and you're good.
If it's Adobe Spark design system,
Yeah.
and then you want to use it, even though it's a banner, it doesn't know it's a banner, you still have to do that. Like when you change the banner on Blackboard,
Yeah.
that's all it is.
Yeah. It can be JPEG thing or
These are
GIF.
the things that you're in PowerPoint, that's right.
Correct. That's right. So you can see this is much easier. Yeah.
You know, the banner dimensions here are the correct dimensions, the black one.
Well, it's never the correct dimension. So when you create your banner, I always tell people use a white background, because then it blends right into the top and you don't know how long it is.
I don't know if you know if one of these was the right size. But they have a lot of things.
They have a lot, yeah. I haven't tried every one of them, so I don't know. So it would be a good test if you find one.
Could you repeat what you said about the white background?
Yeah, so there's a layout here. You can close that. If you go to resize, there's a layout called banner. That last one.
Yeah.
So you can use, this is what you can use to create a banner in your Blackboard course.
Oh, yeah.
And I always tell people to use the white background because the size is never the same. And it all depends on your monitor size as well. That's going to determine that.
But when you go to apply, maybe I'm doing it wrong, when you go to apply a white background, it's going to remove your photo, your images.
Yeah, because now you're what you're saying is, I want the white background in place of the image. So see if you can find an image that has a lot of white in it.
Right, so if you do that, you're going to lose,
Yeah, it's either or, color or image.
maybe it's still better. Well, we can play, there's a lot of different banner shapes in there.
Yeah.
One of them is almost perfect. Yeah, all of those are pretty much the same shape as a banner as well, and the dimensions.
I was going to share what you did. Any questions on post? Pretty easy? Love it? Good. You want to do pages or videos next? Pages? All right. This is the decision table up here.
I'll do whatever.
If anybody has
My
any,
friends in the back already. Does this stay out there?
yes.
Okay.
So it's all stored on Adobe servers. They save it for you. You can't switch servers. Has to be on Adobe servers. But you have unlimited space.
Oh, okay. I don't know what you meant by I can't switch servers.
So one of the questions somebody had was, can I take these from Adobe and put them on my own server, save them on my own?
Oh.
And they don't let you do that.
That's fine.
Do we have this because we're an Adobe campus, or everybody has it?
Everybody has it. Yeah, this brand new Adobe is trying to get more into the educational realm, and they're giving people at the educational world this tool to use. Not not even educational to anybody who wants to use it. But I have found it's more educational than anything else.
Do you have to
Oh, is this
upload
what
it
you
to
made?
Drive, or you have to upload it from your download?
Okay.
In Blackboard?
Like, I share
I
the
don't
picture
get that.
in your
Where's-
download, but then it's not in my Drive, unless I upload it.
Or you send you a link, send it to me. Okay.
You know, like I can do, I have to do this, and then go to my, this am I doing it on cover?
So this is Corey and mine created up.
Like it did show it here, my Drive.
You're uploading it into your Google Drive?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Just a JPEG image.
So, I mean, I could do, but it didn't automatically say that, it doesn't.
No.
Okay, all right.
Corey.
Huh.
My one thing I see on cinnamon roll because it's Jackie. Really? The best part of the cinnamon roll.
I'll leave it.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go back to, so when you want to see what you've done as far as projects go, all you have to do is click on these 3 lines up here and go to My Project. You should now see your post that you made show up now. Everybody see that? It should show up in this list. So from now on, every time you log into your Adobe Spark account, it'll be sitting there, right? If you decide I don't want that image anymore, right, because you downloaded it, now you have it, no sense storing it here. If you hover your mouse over any one of these, see these 3 dots? If you click on those 3 dots, you can rename it, duplicate it, download it, and delete it. So you make your image, download it, delete it. Done.
Could you make like a template for, could we create a template for either a post that?
The only choice we have is the JPEG.
Okay.
Yeah. But you can duplicate, so it's kind of like a template, right? Just keep duplicating. Okay, so let's go to the 3 lines in the upper left-hand corner. And you said you wanted to create a page, right? So let's go to page. Okay. Now this is going to be a little bit different. And you're going to have to get used to this because you have a lot more choices than what you had with posts. So the first thing is, now remember, we're creating a magazine style layout, right? So you have to have a focus. What are you creating this page for? So I want you to think about something that you want to get a theme for. Okay? Think about something that you want to create a theme for. So maybe you have a hobby that you're interested in. Maybe you have a favorite sport. Or maybe you want to start creating something for your class. Because when it says what you're going to do is click in here, take your mouse, you're going to click right in there and you're going to add a title. So you're saying, what am I creating the page for? What am I doing? So just make anything up. Just type in IST 335. Put in something else. You're driving. Anything you want. Then you'll see you got a spot for subtitle as well, so you can put in a subtitle like I Chef Out. Right? And I want you to think about how your students can use this tool as well. Here's the name of my project, and here's who did it. Now, you'll notice, you guys, that this is just the title, right? You have a plus sign down here. If you hover your mouse or click on the plus sign, the only thing it's allowing you to add here is a photo at this point. So if you click on photo, now you have your either upload your own photo or find a photo. So type in, see what they have for org behavior. Org. No, ORG. Like organizational behavior.
The upload seems pretty slow, or is it at the network?
For what? What are you doing? Anything?
I uploaded just a photo off my computer.
It took a while. But just find something you want to use. Just as an example. So, you know, you can, 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 you you go. So it automatically puts it into your background. That's your image, right? Now, once you got your title in and you wanted your image, right? Here's the deal. Now you're going to start writing your story. So when you scroll down, if you scroll down, here you have another plus sign. Check this out. Look at all these options you have. And I'll explain to you what these options are. You can bring in a photo. You can add text. You can bring in a button, clickable button, a URL. That'll take them to a spot on the web. You can bring in a video. Now, this video is different than the video you can do in video. This you can bring in a YouTube video if you want. And there is no 30-second limit here. You can do a photo grid, which is, I showed you what a photo grid looks like, different photos in a grid view. And here's your glide show, right? So the glide show would be the background stays, and as you scroll down, anything else you choose goes in front of that glide show. That's how that works. Kind of weird at first. So click on glide show, Peggy, for example. And then give me another image. Okay? And then click on save in the upper right hand corner. There. So now if you scroll up, see how that image stays? Everything else glides right over. And then this is where you can, if you hover your mouse over or click on it, this is where you can add stuff. Because we added the glide show first, which is our main focus, and now we're putting stuff in front of the glide show. How you guys doing in yours? Getting how it's working? And you just keep scrolling down, and you just keep adding things to your pages. You can do a caption too. Okay, so here we added a glide show with an image. Now if you scroll down, keep going, see you got your plus sign. Now let's add 2 videos. See you guys, when you click on video, see how you can add an embedded video from YouTube? You can add it from YouTube, Vimeo, or Spark video that you made. You can put a link in there. How cool is that?
Very cool.
So cool, right? And it's free. It's all free. Yeah. No, you would need to get a URL.
To your knowledge, is there any reason why the university can't use this on the administration side? Like there's no caveat out here for Adobe saying can't be used by businesses? Or...
Nope. Once again, Adobe has decided that it wants to make this tool available for anybody to use.
Yeah, the only reason I'm asking is I know like there are some features with Adobe, even if you own the site license like we do for the developer suite.
Right.
That if you're trying to extract more than 500, if you take more than 500 forms for a fillable PDF, they say, well, that's a restriction. If you're going to do that, we don't want you to do that.
Oh.
So it's like this little tiny print in the background saying it's free to everybody, but just so you know,
right.
Even if you own the site license.
So
that's why I was asking if you knew.
everything that I have looked at in this tool is so they've developed these tools. They made it available for anybody to use. They store it, but they give you free space, and you're welcome to use this for any and all purposes. Did it work? Did you get the right embed code? Oh, anybody else try a video? Did it work? Oh, good. What'd you use?
YouTube.
I know which one.
What do you think? Which YouTube?
What video? I think it's personal.
Yeah. It's just a song. So I just
video again, where you add video,
Yes.
where should I be getting all the options?
Let me see right
Do
here.
I have it on the banner? I know I'm fine.
Yeah, so now where's your YouTube video? You have to have it.
And then I tried them.
Okay, I'll click on save.
I thought you said don't do it.
And they're all coming up like the full size.
Yeah, that looks like just the URL.
And it's weird,
Right,
because the PowerPoint
That all about that.
It's confusing because it's saying add an embedded video, but really all it wants is the link.
Okay, then.
I know. That's why we were trying the embedded code and it didn't work. But once we put the link in, it worked just fine like yours.
Okay, I'm good.
a banner on this is
How do you test this?
so you probably.
Right here,
paste that.
preview.
Just saying.
And scroll.
Yep, I got
See?
it.
Isn't that cool? And then there's your video.
Look what I did, it's probably.
So here's your Adobe Spark, right? There's your credits. That's what shows up. That you can't get rid of unless you have an account with Adobe Cloud. Paid for service. It's pretty nice already.
That's cool.
So scroll down, Peggy. Let's add some more stuff.
The only thing you can't do is when you're running the video, once you put it in full screen mode.
Yeah, it'll come in that box.
Yeah, whichever side is the more.
Right.
How do I get out of the video?
So stop.
Well, yeah, but it didn't stop and take me necessarily back.
Are you still in preview?
I might have been. I'm out of it now.
Okay. So we're adding, all we're doing is playing around at this point. So we're adding text, we added videos, we added a slideshow, we added an image. One thing I do want to bring to your attention though, is you have themes up here too, that you can use. All this does, you guys, is change your font of your text. That's all it's doing. And it's that's the title.
Oh, the title.
The title. See?
Where did that thing come out of?
The themes are in the upper right-hand corner. Make sure you're not in preview.
I know my thing. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Thank you.
Now, if you go to, once you're done, and you go to share, this is where you get, first of all, you have to, in order to get your embed code for pages, first of all, you got to pick a category, and I just always pick education. And then create a public link, because now you get embed code.
Oh, I see, okay, and you can see which way. Okay, so you could do a flip, but you
Yeah.
had a, so you could do, oh, that's pretty cool.
Told you say something was cool?
Yeah.
Right. All right. I like that a lot. That's really cool.
See, I told you it was cool.
Would you like to share with the rest of the class?
Yeah. Give us the link so we can see it. Oh, so go to share. Go to share. And click on embed. And copy that. I'm going to show you, Angela, how to get it in Blackboard. I copied the embed code.
You could do a whole,
Open up Blackboard.
you could do a whole scroll on top of pictures. So you can picture in the background, and then you can scroll multiple pictures over
You
it.
have a sample class thing.
You can just put the link in Blackboard too.
You can put the link in, that's exactly right.
Do
So
multiple.
I'm just going to show you what it looks like if you embed it.
Yep, that's cool.
Isn't that cool? Huh? But the one thing, I don't see a size on here.
Go to information. Build content. Item. Yeah, let's give it a name.
Just the size to add
HTML. See? Now, one thing I want you to be cognizant of is the space with 100%. But you can change that manually, okay? 100% is huge because it's going to take the whole size of the window. So click on Update. You'll see it. See?
Yep.
And then click on Submit. So once again, you don't have to keep it that size. But all it does is show you the picture, right? And then you'll notice that your mouse turns into a finger like it's a link. And now when you click on it, it opens up in a new tab. And there it is. So that's how that works. That's how you can embed it in Blackboard. Make sense?
Yeah.
You like pages? They're really nice. And you can get so creative with these. Like, you see how your students could like this for a project?
I see how you can add something. Can you change the size of it in?
So you're going to notice that you're really confined to what Adobe wants you to keep it.
Yeah, see, I brought a photo, but I can't adjust the size of the photo. So,
Right.
so I've got like multiple ones. I want them smaller, but there's no size adjustment?
No,
Oh,
it is what it is.
okay.
Can you put audio on top of it?
Not on pages. Not on this. But you can in a video. When you make a video. You mean audio like you speaking?
Yeah.
No. No. All you have available is the options that you have when you look at those plus signs. So if you scroll down, I'll get out of preview. Right here. Those are your options. Good? All right, let's talk about what's that?
You can record over your mic.
Can't record over the Mac. That's right. There's no place to put sound on your pages. And it's the idea is it's acting like a magazine. You know, there's no sound on magazines. Not yet.
Have a good night.
Thanks, Bruce. All right, now let's talk about videos. Videos is a lot of fun. Okay. What I'm going to encourage you to do is I want you to try out your microphones on each one of your laptops because being able to speak over your video is pretty cool. So you're going to be able to do an assignment where you're able to not only bring the video in, but you're also able to talk about it as well as you're doing it. So I'm going to click on video as my choice. And once again, right away, Adobe wants me to give my video a name, right? So we got to have a purpose as to what we're creating this video for.
Or last night we did that.
Good, thank you so much.
Okay. Now, the next thing is, Adobe wants you to pick a template to start from. And what Adobe's going to help you do is walk you through step by step based on the template that you choose. So you're going to see you have promote an idea, tell what happened, a hero's journey, show and tell, personal growth, teach a lesson, right? You have more if you scroll to the right, and you can use this down here. Yep. Nope. Yep. You have an invitation and make up my own. Pretty nice, right? So let's go back. Let's do, let's tell what happened. So you just click right on it.
Now we're gonna make noise.
So now this box right here It's nothing more than a helper for you. You don't need this. You can just say, I'm ready. And what I want you to notice are your slides down here. So once again, we picked a template. So Adobe's trying to help you. So who is it? Remember, we're telling a story, right? Who are you telling the story about? When and where? What happened? What happened? What happened? How did it end? And what did you learn from that story? You don't have to follow this, but it's just helping you stay focused, right?
Can you click on the reflection just to see, does it look different? Oh, okay. All right.
So we'll start with who? Now, the first thing is, when you're on the very first slide, you have this video, photo, icon, and text, right? You can bring anything you want on your very first slide of your video. You can also put sound in. All you have to do is hold that down, and it'll record what you're saying. It's so simple. Then you have, before we do any of that, scene, music, and layout, right? This is pretty nice, you guys. First of all, click on layout, because I want you to see the different options you have available. See what I mean? You can do a full screen and something. You can do one thing on the slide. You can do one thing in a caption. You can do two things side by side, text and a picture, if you want. So click on full thing, full screen and thing, thank you. And then go to scenes, and just choose one of those scenes. Whichever one looks good to you. All right, so then let's go over here and we'll put in some text. So do text. And what do we want to say on the first slide?
Did you say this is how it happened?
It's who? First one is who?
Also.
Well, we don't have
So you're in the tell what happened template.
Yes, I'm in the tell what happened template. That's right. Now you'll notice that when I'm putting in text, I also have this guy over here where I can bring in video or a photo, right? So do a photo. Find photos and actually find mountains. Let's see what it does. There we go. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. I've gotten that before, but it never actually did. I think if I just...
I'm still in the program, it takes me out of video. And it happened, I was at the first time.
Oh, really?
I just wanted that to solve me.
So there's so many variables that determines that connection, right? Your connection that you have to the internet, your computer that you're using. Connection, right?
Someone's recording me.
You're recording me?
I was recording myself, but then you picked up on it, so I was like, all right, someone's recording.
So on that sound, do you have the ability to edit that sound bite?
No.
You can just replace it?
Yes.
Okay.
You can't replace it per slide, though.
Oh,
It goes all the way through,
okay.
which is why you heard the music with my video. I couldn't get it to turn off on the slides.
Gotcha. Which is unlike with PowerPoint. You can do
That's right.
one,
You have a lot more control with PowerPoint. With
this
here,
is very cool.
yeah, it's cool.
When you have content back.
With Internet Explorer. I use Internet Explorer. Okay. You know what? I think I remember reading about that. Internet Explorer. That's good to know. Everybody hear that?
Yeah.
Videos are no good with Internet Explorer. Big surprise. All right, let's go to the next slide, quick. See what we got.
Where's that?
Let's try video design. Oh, we logged in. We should be logged in this meeting, right? Can you scroll down? No, it doesn't look like we're logged in. Logged in. On the computer, I logged in. Oh, I did. Oh, 8. Scroll down. Scroll down. Oh, it's not my 8. See if there's anything in video.
So you have to have the video downloaded, you can't just go to YouTube.
Not when you're on video. With videos, you've got to use one of your own videos. Oh, okay, cool. So we're gonna, I just want to show you what this looks like. So we're gonna bring in one of these videos. Yeah, so you can see what it does. Do video 8, that's small. So see what it does right here. So here's your start point, here's your end point. This video is so small or short that it's already almost 30 seconds, right? But this is where you can drag these depending on where you want it to show up in the video. So just click and drag these type of keys, and you'll see this change. So you're saying start there, and then drag that guy to the end. Just standing there. You're right, it is 3 seconds. That's a quick video. Hit cancel. Let's bring in a bigger one. Yeah. 8.
But it'll only do MP4s, huh?
I have a question.
There, now you can drag. It only lets you do 30 seconds. So this video is 2 minutes, 40 seconds. But if you take this guy and drag it, you'll see. Keep going, just do 30. See if you can get past 30. Yeah.
The question I have, what other, I guess, Adobe programs will you guys be doing?
So this is part of what we call the Cool Tools series. So Adobe Spark is one of those tools that we're promoting.
Okay.
We're also doing another tool in February called Flipgrid, which is videos.
Okay.
So you'll see different tools
The advertising.
be advertised.
Okay.
So is there a way to put the URL in video? Just like, you know, just have a teacher and just.
Yeah, so in your text, put in your URL in there.
On top of the video?
Oh, you want it? Yeah. So that's a good. We'll test that. So Peggy's bringing in this part of the video. Okay, and then we can add text here. Oh. There's no text here. What was this image? Try
If you try, yeah, if you do the layout, try it, it's not working.
So singing caption doesn't let you do video. One thing is one thing. That's what it means. Yeah. How about 2 things?
About full screen and.
There you go. Oh no, look. Hover over this guy. Yeah, it's not gonna let us do that. That's interesting. You could do it by speaking.
I guess.
The URL is.
Well.
So it's asking you to figure out where to edit.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, because we went back and full screen. Oh, there's text.
Right.
Oh,
You
okay,
click
there
on
we
the
go.
thing, you should be able to add the text. Mm-hmm.
That you should be able to make smaller, Peggy. You click outside of it, click on the name one.
Oh.
You should have had your
seems to have brought in the video and just totally frozen on mine.
To keep the text there, so entire.
Yeah.
I was wondering.
Yes, that's a protective facade.
Yeah, you should be able to move that.
Yeah, no, if I were to mind that, I just have a picture in front of it.
I'm just frozen.
Yeah. I do.
It's an MP4.
I expected to see eliminate.
It's not letting you drag that at all?
Huh? No.
Can you cancel?
Yeah, I can cancel.
Yeah, do cancel.
I should say save.
Yeah, do cancel first. All right, let's try it again. Oh, by the way, did you get my ensemble link to that video? Okay.
Thanks. Where was it?
You can try to work
As good as a movie is.
Yeah, we'll try to work.
There's another, I'll try another, right? MP4 is what.
MP4, yeah.
Well,
That looked like an MP3 to me.
really?
Yeah.
This is an MP4.
Okay. Yeah, MP4s. Doesn't like that at all.
No.
Oh, it's light.
Sort of.
Can you do the bottom one? Paul, down there?
This one?
Yeah. That one move? There you go.
Yeah. Oh. You hit the limit. Okay, got it.
Yeah. Because you got 16 minutes there. But you can drag those, Paul. So you should be able to drag the top ball now.
Oh,
All the way to the right, there. And then drag the bottom ball again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Then you can get the clip that you want. So we don't have any customization for text.
I guess my question is, do you do anything, any of the data science tools? Like, do you do any of these teaching seminars with like Tableau or Okay. And you don't teach anything in data science?
I don't, but we have data science.
Yeah, teaching.
So, so our focus is on faculty and using tools that faculty can use in the classroom. Yeah.
Thanks, so
Did you try talking things? Just click on the microphone. Click on it, hold it. Try talking. Oh, here.
It's interesting, it brought in a sound that wasn't the sound that I used.
Oh. So you're using a mountain lion and a mountain goat?
Yeah, one's gonna eat balance.
Now see if it'll...
Personality or you? I can work toward behavior.
See if it'll play this video. Or maybe it'll play our sound. Okay. You have to go to speaker. And you're already in. Your video. It's compiling your video. That's why it's taking so long.
Is there a default music to the video or something that it brought in? Because it's interesting, I got it done. That's clearly not the movie.
Go to music.
How is that it?
Yeah. Maybe you picked a song you didn't realize?
Yeah, apparently.
Right up here.
Uh,
Yeah. So you...
Cool. I guess.
Okay, guys. Thank you. Thanks for coming. Hope this was helpful. Good. upload posts, pages, and videos, Adobe Spark. That's really what it is. Those three tools. So now you have options, and you have a tool to use to customize different things that you're doing in your class. Remember that every student has a Google account just using their NetID at g.spir.edu. And they, not only just to get in here, but they also have all the Google Drive tools as well.
That just sounds stupid, but is that like mainstream knowledge? Because I don't really know.
No, that's why I keep saying it. Nobody knows that. It's very underutilized knowledge. So tell your students, by the way, you have Google, access to Google here at Syracuse. Comes with your tuition.
And faculty do too. I have a Google account.
Faculty do too, absolutely. Anybody with an NID and password has a Google account through SU. That way, you don't have to use your personal Google account if you're doing classroom stuff. Is it still spinning, Peggy? Even if you do preview, is that what you're doing? Well, try this then. Go back over here to my project. And see if you can just play it from there. Just all you have to do is go to share. Let me get this baby running. And, yeah. Anybody have any questions? Or anything else? It's 6:17, it's good. Now, just so you know, on Monday, February 13th, we're having another session on what's called Flipgrid. Ingrid Erickson, one of our assistant instructors, is going to be doing that workshop.
Flipgrid?
Flipgrid.
Oh, great.
And it's an interactive way to do video that she uses in her classroom. So we'll be sending out.
What do you mean by interactive way to do videos?
It's a way where you can.
I did my intro videos with it.
Your students can create videos, and then they can also respond to those videos as well through a video. Right? How did it go?
Yeah, I think it's easy. It just looks like this. So you get like, I like it because I use it all the time with middle school kids. So you just hit plus, you set up a link, and then you they can just add a video, and then you have this grid of everybody's on there. It's a pay thing though. Is there a free SU connection?
So Flipgrid actually has a free account now. It didn't used to, where you can do one, right? So that's what we're working on. So you're using so if instructors like it, then we'll buy it for people. But you're the third one now that I've heard that.
I use it all the time at school. That's fine. So you can do one video on it?
With the free? No, you can do one. It's like a one classroom.
So I just said it's up to 3 minutes per video, and somebody can respond into it. You can, and the person setting it up can. I mean, that's the way I use it. You can go from 30 seconds to 3 minutes. There's no bells and whistles. It's just straight like talking to the camera. Like I've done book reviews with it where kids hold up a book and they do like a 30-second book review.
Is there animation, a video animation tool, so like if you drew on a screen, it would automatically capture all that? You know, so you can make a doodle into a video, basically. You know.
I know what you mean. Yeah, there is, Paul. I think I might have something in my toolbox. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
See what you think. But it's one of those things where you have to have like 30 images that you compile together. It takes those 30 images and then it creates the animation for you.
Right, that's what I was looking at.
Yes. Yeah.
Like
I
it does the
definitely have
things
that.
in between, so you don't have to do like 5 gazillion frames to make an animated
Right.
movie.
Yeah, it'll compile it for you.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, yeah.
So in other words, you would do the different drawings a certain sequence and it would fill it in.
That's exactly right.
Okay.
Yes.
So you could do a little animated movie.
Yes, exactly.
So if you wanted to do, you know, a lesson or something, you could just, you know,
Like
have the words.
Like there's like animated GIFs.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. All right. You know what, I meant to hand those out at the beginning. Yeah.
Remember way back, like, when you showed us how to do PowerPoint, like, when I put this on, you guys really put the banner on the blackboard,
Right.
and I can't remember, you did something with banner on this.
Yeah, we changed the size of the slides. Go to slideshow. Go to, try custom. No, go to view. Position.
Yeah.
Go to, slide side. Oh, yeah. Slide side. Go to custom. And then drop that down. And you'll see banner in there.
I don't change that.
Thanks, Paul.
Take care, Chuck.
No, you don't change anything. Leave banner and I click OK. And then just click your face. So now it took your image. So now you gotta fix your image.
Oh, it's gotta be the size of this play box?
No, it doesn't have to be.
Oh,
You
that
can
can't
use
be
that
bigger.
size. Can't be bigger, right. So the white box is your banner. So up here on our calendar, this is what's coming up in February. So you're welcome to sign up for any one of these. We are doing interactive rubrics on the 6th, reading across the curriculum on the 8th, the flip grade on the 13th, we have an icebox presentation from the library on the 23rd, and questioning techniques on the 27th.
What's the one in the library?
Sorry.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
welcome.
thank you.
Absolutely.
Did you ever use the Google movie editor? Looks like, I'm looking for, looks like they may have changed it, I'll have to look. The Google app has a movie video editor. It's interesting because now that it looks like maybe now calling it video, I'll have to look. But, I was in the need of creating a video. And I took little clips from the phone or camera and then had to bring them together so you could bring little individual clips. And you could cut whatever sections you wanted and it would just put them all together for you. And you could even bring in PowerPoint or pictures and it would put them in the video as well.
Wow.
And you could talk over different parts and you could also put animation, fade in, fade out, put text on top of it.
Wow.
Very powerful.
Yeah.
But I'm not, I have to look, because I just did a search and find into my personal Gmail to look for it. I'm not finding the tool anymore. So, it looks like they may be calling